What up, silly billies? Today is April 16th. We're doing the Wednesday puzzle by Kathy Bloomer. Let's begin. So we're going to take a look, and themers are not particularly evident. Fill is pretty even in either direction, and in fact is a bit longer down, so I'm going to start across. Like some colors or zoom users. Dull. That's all I can think of. Dull, bland. How'd it go? Matterhorn is an Alp. Drink with ground nutmeg is eggnog. Typically, like most TV broadcasts now, they're digital. They're in HD. I guess. Calculus expert. A DD. I don't care for this. Oh, DDS. Calculus is another term for plaque on your teeth. Tricky. So this is, it's Mauna Kea or Mauna Loa. I believe they're both volcanoes in Hawaii. One is in the middle of the Big Island. One is technically the tallest if it weren't underwater. And I forget which is which. Anyway. Heavy hitter, not sure. Flying Cloud and Royale. Threw one's hat in the ring. Site next to a barn often. General Mills brand. Damage, so to speak. Goes to hell. Goes to hell. Gets damned. Strengthens as a relationship. Works on. Builds on. Something like that. Gag costume. Not sure there. Skiers transport is a lift. I think. Is there a fancier four-letter term for a ski lift? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with lift. Exercised authority over. Form of solitaire one when only the 4 highest cards remain. Spider? I'm mainly only familiar with the superior solitaire variety called free cell. These lesser ones I am less familiar with. I know Spider's one, I know Klondike's one. FP, what could you be? Fella. Oh geez, I don't I don't like either of these for that. I guess we'll leave it and figure out which one's wrong later. Roid Rage, Maury Popovich. Nope, no clue. First razor to feature a pivoting head. There are shicks, there are bics, there are, who else makes razors? Workers' rights group, some union, Teamsters, United Auto Workers, don't know. I don't know, group is abbreviated, which makes me think the whole thing is abbreviated, and I'm not sure what is abbreviated and still 6 letters long. Delicacy in France and China. Escargot. I buy it. War before tight or time. Tied to tight. Closed tight, closing time, something like that. Structures commonly seen at ski resorts. Beats me, man. Big slope. Snowman. Conspirator is a co-criminal. He is a spittoon sound. Tua. Pitu. Biting. Ding, ting. Something of that nature. Essence is your being, your root, I don't know. Meal in which a cup of wine is poured for the prophet Elijah. Jesus Christ. There's my alarm I woke up for early. Meal in which a cup of wine is poured for the prophet Elijah. Seder, maybe? Something. Cedar. Not Seder. Cedar? Or is it pronounced Seder? I don't know. I know that's a specific meal of Jewish origin. I'll go for it. I bottled up anger. Seethe. Nelson's blood. Nelson's blood. Sure. Files taxes in June, perhaps. Procrastinates. No. Ballyhoo. Ado. Like Solomon, famously. He had mines. He cut baby. That's all I know. Former Nissan SUV. The Nissan. I bet it ends in A. Per diem. Old Flames are old long haul highway from Detroit to Seattle. It's probably gonna be like I-5, something like that, with a number spelled out. Rat's Nest, not sure. Lumpy Fruit is an ugly. Neutrogena shampoo with a slash in its name. With a slash in its name. Not a clue. Came out in favor of a certain breakfast product. Endorsed rice. No. Endorsed Eggo. Endorsed, what's the theme? Places to find the items at the end of these. Okay, what are you? Sugary bulk breakfast. Shopping for breakfast. Places to find the items. Pantry. Cereal aisle. Whole. What are you? I have not a clue. I don't like either of you anymore. You're both dead. Whole something. What are you? Still don't know. If it's a bulk purchase, wholesale something, whole. We will come back to it. Endorsed, whole, don't know. Oh, minor league baseball's Rubber Ducks. Alamo, no. Merest, the least, I guess. P, Mauna Kea. Akron, Ohio. I think they make lots of tires there out of rubber, so it's fitting. Throws hat in the ring is probably ran. It's nearly out of breath. It's pants. Damaged. Damage. Cost. Like, what's the damage? Grocery. It'll come to us. Big name in blenders. Ninja. I don't love J being here. Especially not with this being past tense. The ED might be here. Don't know enough blenders. Not just my. Our. Fella. Indian tourist destination. Always Agra. Always Agra all the time. Sound in a disappearing act. A snap. A poof. Morally contemptible. Odious does not fit. For sure. One might be cut at an angle. Craving is a yen, a... No, I'm good. Maybe it's not escargot. I don't know what else. I feel like delicacy in China tells us not very much. I feel like they eat quite a lot of things there. But France makes me think escargot. You did a grape job raising me? That's fucking gross. Sure. Delicacy in France and China. Huh. Let me take another look at these now that they're unsoiled. Won't we be cutting an angle? Still don't know. Craving is a yen, nope. Words of affirmation. Soft-hearted supervillain is Gru. Common stove residue to clean up. Ash, burnt. Doggy bag morsels, a scrap, I guess. Coarse. Crude, maybe, as in like your language or behavior. A bit coarse, a bit crude. Unrefined. Nelson's blood is rum, I guess. Admiral Nelson makes sense. Humor me. Products with peak sales before Easter. Dads. Dips. I have not a clue. Lip puckering, sour. Raison d'être. Reason to be. Move to solid food is probably wean as the bairns. Wean in the bairns. Be in debt is to owe. The fifth Beatles, Sutcliffe. How many goddamn fifth Beatles? There's Pete Best. I don't know Sutcliffe. Like some colors are muted. Muted makes more sense. I don't know why they would be like hating on people using Zoom, which is like most people. Heavy hitter. Huh. Oh, oogie, what the hell? Heavy hitter. Blades. Heavy hitter. Don't know. Not one. Maybe these could be like REOs. Like REO Speedwagon models. Grammy-winning trumpeter Al. This is going to be troublesome right here. Site next to a barn is a silo. That makes more sense. General Mills brand. They got quite a few. Goes to hell, rots. Strengthens. Not resents. Not resents. I'm gonna smack myself once I see it. Gag costume is an ape suit. I guess. I mean, it's kind of funny, yeah. Ape suit. I buy it. Cautiously. Exercised authority. Gone. Gave. I still think you're Spider. I don't know what fella ends in P. Workers' rights. Morally contemptible. Just evil? Is that it? Affleck 2. Man, it's some union that I don't know. Governed? Yeah. Oh boy. Delicacy in France. Tighter time, structure scene at ski resorts. Airlift? No. Conspirator's a schemer. Spittoon, sound. Pitu, E. This could be an I or a Y, but I like pit. Your essence is like the crux of the issue, the matter at hand. Endorsed checks. Like, you know, paper money checks. I get it. Doing some shopping. Getting the sex. Getting the... What? Getting the something. Now that I'm thinking for 2 seconds, I don't think these are rhymes. I don't know why I said that. Getting the... Sure, okay. Getting the... Like Solomon. Wise, I guess. Getting the skip? Getting the... Huh? Getting the skis? Breast? Common stove residue. Grease? Yeah. Hawk? Hang time. Getting... Okay, I lied. It's not that. Getting one's... Kit? Kicks. That's a breakfast that ends in X. Something about rocks. Tricks. So they're almost rhymes, quite nearly. I was on to something. Wholesale tricks. What's a phrase? Whole lot of tricks. Whole boat of tricks. Not sure. Is it just cereal aisle? Cereal something? I don't know. Oh, is this blenders as in a tool to perform blending on your face? Cosmetically, as Estee Lauder might want you to? I might be off there, but... General Mills, they loving cereal today. I don't know. Let me... Cereal... Pitui. That's what's down here. This is probably stew. I don't like sour anymore. I think you're tart. Is late? Is that it? Maybe he filed an extension. How about you quit judging? Maybe he has to pay 4 times a year. In which case, it would be in July. But, you know, just leave him alone, man. Xterra. I heard of you. Stew. We have stew. We have a different form of stew. Are homophones acceptable? I guess so. Something 10. Root 10. RT. Stir is not a name. Cereal aisles, plural. I just missed the plural. Okay. IS10. US10. Jesus Christ. What am I talking about? Okay. What are you? X's dies. Makes sense. Hang time, hang tight. Words of affirmation. I am. AFL-CIO. Sounds good to me. Rat's nest is a mess. T-gel? Like, for men with low T, perhaps? Sledge, heavy hitter, dog, yeah. Works for me. Still don't know, Al. Ionesco's play, The Bald Soprano. Still quite lost up here. Skiers transport. It's not skis. It's not lift. Huh. I'm sure this is a phrase that I've heard like once or twice in my life that just has not stuck. Whatever it is. George. Hair hay. For sure. Frog legs. The other French delicacy. How could I forget? Deaf. Gigi? Gijo? A-trains? A-tracks? I don't... Let me cut at an angle. Craving. Nah, I'm good. I still think this is REO's. Call me crazy. Al Hero. T-oil. One act can describe a play. What the fuck is this? Take-how? Tehal? Genuinely. I'm running the alphabet in my head, and I recognize none of these brands. Cements. Skiers Transport is a, still don't know. Fella. Mac. One of you again. T-Bar. I've heard of that. I think that's like the thing on the lift, or perhaps that connects the lift to the wire. Whole bag of tricks. You're probably Greg. I don't think you're Estee Lauder. I think I made you up. I think I was a little too gigabrain on the blenders there. I think this is actually somebody who makes kitchen appliances that I'm not familiar with. Like Oster. And you could be tonal or total. Don't talk shit about total. REO's Hurt. Al Hurt. I don't know if a Geo is also a car make. It's a Geo. I don't like GT so much. Is that the R or G? We'll do it at the end. Bag of tricks. A-frames. Makes sense to me. They always got that kind of cabin homey aesthetic going on. Pass. I'm good. Craving. Ace pop. Ace cap. A stem. Cut a stem at an angle so it drink the water better. Aces up. Urge. Atra? Okay. And Higgett is no name at all, but for some reason I'm drawn to Geos. Okay. Hurt. Alright. Little tough. Couple hiccups there. What can we Google today? Because this definitely could use some filling out. AFL-CIO. Let me familiarize myself. What do you stand for? Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organizations. One of the largest federations of unions. Okay. I've heard the name. Well, that's about it. Thank you very much.